Hi viewers, in this edition of video series about microwave frequency band, we are going to see how International Space Station communicates with Earth. Before we proceed, I would strongly recommend you to check our previous video about types of space communication if you have not done it, as we will be referring to some of the concepts from that video. Okay, let's get started here. The International Space Station, or ISS, is a $100 billion project and one of the showcase projects of international collaboration. Countries like America and Russia continue to work together on this project, even though they do not have good diplomatic relationship. This shows what international collaboration can do, as no individual country could have supported such a project and made all those achievements by itself. The International Space Station uses S-band for telemetry tracking and command communication, or TTCC, and audio communication. But since ISS has to communicate large quantity of data, and since it is closer to Earth, Ku band is used for transmitting video and scientific data. This image shows how communication happens in ISS. If ISS wants to communicate with Earth, this is not done directly. The signal is first sent to one of the geosynchronous satellites that acts as relay between ISS and Earth. There are 12 such geosynchronous satellites, and these are called Tracking and Data Relay Satellites, or TDRs. TDRs are used instead of direct communication to Earth because ISS rotates around Earth at a high speed and completes 16 rotations around Earth per day. Thus, if the ISS is not above US and, say, it is in opposite side of Earth, it cannot communicate to the US directly as shown here. Thus, by using TDRs, it can have continuous and uninterrupted communication to Earth. We have already seen that ISS uses two bands for communication. So, if someone wants to talk from ISS, his or her voice will be first sent to TDRs using S-band frequency. TDRs will then transmit the astronaut's voice to Earth using S-band. Similarly, if someone wants to send a video or research data from ISS to Earth, it will again be sent to TDRs first, but using Ku band frequency this time. The TDRs will relay this information to Earth using Ku band. Communication from Earth to ISS happens in similar fashion. Alright viewers, this brings us to the end of this video. In the next video, we will see how Apollo mission to Moon and other deep space missions communicated to Earth, and also briefly about radio astronomy.